It's raining, and it's raining a lot. This week on the Weekend Homestead, we're planting out in the woods. It's been raining all day, and unfortunately I still need to get these projects done, but we're going to be planting some fern bushes. We got some asparagus we're planting. I know it's raining, but you make the best of whatever you can, and you know, when you only have the weekends, you got to work with what you have. Nice thing is, I look at it as the equipment's getting washed off. When we park it in the barn, we'll wipe it all down, and now I don't have to worry about washing it off later. So why don't you come along and I'll show you what we're doing today. Cameron, I know you're not up here with us, but look, a salamander. Pretty neat. All right, so let me go through what we're doing here. What I planted out here is Ostrich Fern. Basically, this whole area up here gets covered in all sorts of different types of ferns, and it's kind of a shady, damp area on the property. So we thought, why not give it a try to see if we can get some edibles to grow out here. So I put that green stake in the ground there, and that basically marks where we planted these. We have two different bushes we tried here. You know, if they go very well, we'll split them and keep spreading them along here and hopefully fill this whole area in. I guess now we'll move on to another area of the property where I'm going to plant the other ones. The Homestead Creek today is really running pretty good. We had to dig this out and trench it out, but as you can see, it's working really well. Later this year, we're going to do these embankments with rocks so we can kind of slow down on the erosion, and then I'll grade out the trail as it goes across so it's nice and smooth and flat and easy to get in and out of here. One trick to working in the rain, 5-gallon bucket with a cover on it, put all your stuff inside of it, it keeps it dry, put it back and forth, and it kind of works like a dry well for you. So what we have here is another patch of Ostrich Fern planted. These little guys here should hopefully take off. One thing I wanted to show you is one of the reasons why I picked this location is other ferns grow right in this whole area. So I guess my thought is that if ferns are growing in this area, I mean this whole side gets filled with ferns all the way along here, that if it's good for them, it should be good for these. But nice day out here on the homestead. A little rainy, but we're still making it work. I would have to say, even with it raining out here, there's something just very peaceful about watching the water fall into ponds like this and different areas. So rainy days aren't necessarily bad days, because the ferns that I just planted, I don't need to water. They'll be watered in this rainstorm. So, and the equipment's getting washed off, which is good. When we get back to the barn, we'll dry it off and everything will be good. Well, here we are at our asparagus patch. This is half of the patch. Actually, it'll extend all the way out the rest of the way. This is just kind of the first series. Our hope is to have a stretch probably about 20 feet long here and about 4 feet wide of asparagus. We're actually in the pumpkin patch right now. Those, you can see the 2 mounds where the pumpkins grow. So this will all be covered with pumpkins, and then along the edge here we hope to have our asparagus growing. So kind of a rainy day out here, but you know what? It's still getting work done. I mean, it's kind of fun working out in the rain, you know, a little bit of challenge, but at the same time, it's washing off all the equipment, it's watering the plants right away for us, and you know, it's not that big of a deal. And when we get back, we'll sit by a nice warm fire and warm up and everything will be good. Just gotta make it work. You know, it's raining out here today. And a lot of people just spend their day in the house, staying dry. But you got a property like this, you got to take advantage of the time that you have. And it's really not that bad out here, you know. It's one of those things where, yeah, I'm getting wet, but I know that when I get home, there'll be a nice warm fire sitting there in the fireplace for me. And we're getting some stuff done. You know, I needed to wash the vehicles anyways, so park them outside in the rain. Let them be rained on for a couple hours. Dry them off before you put them in after you put them in the barn, and you know, be good to go. Not that big of a deal. Time to rinse. We got this one all cleaned up, all ready for their next adventure. Just sat outside in the rain and rinsed her off. Like I always say, you take care of your equipment, it'll take care of you. Keeping it clean, just a couple simple things. Didn't take very long to do this, maybe 25 minutes or so to wipe it all down, but it'll keep it like brand new. As you can see on the Kubota here, all nice and clean. I mean, it's pretty good. For not having water or running water out here to be able to utilize rainwater like this. You know, it turned out cleaned up really nice. Alrighty, we got our asparagus patch planted just in time because it looks like we got some pretty severe thunderstorms coming. Like I said, just because it's raining doesn't mean you can't go and work on the homestead. We got the asparagus planted, we got the ferns planted, and we got the equipment washed off. This has been the Weekend Homestead, living a simple life, one weekend at a time. Thanks for watching.